If you want to learn how to make a beat from any melody loop you like, I'll show you how to do that with just 4 steps. If you're new, hit the subscribe button and let's get started. So the first thing you need to do when using a loop to make a beat is making sure it matches the tempo of your production, okay? So you simply stretch it out, which I'll show you. You stretch it out to match the tempo, and after doing that, you may consider even changing the pitch because you may like it in a different key, okay? Some melody loops sound good at first, but when you change the key, it may sound better, okay? So feel free to change the pitch a little bit, okay? Now, the second step, which is where a lot of people fall flat when trying to use melody loops in their production, is knowing the chord progression. Now, there are many ways you can find the chord progression from any loops, okay? But I'm going to recommend to you 2 easy ways that you can do that, okay? The first is a free app available on iPhone and Android called Chord AI, okay? You simply listen to the melody loop and it tell you the key and sometimes the tempo. Okay, the tempo is not always correct, but the key and the chords are mostly correct, okay? And the second way I would suggest, which is even more accurate, is Chordify. Now, this is a paid platform, okay? You simply drag and drop your melody loop on it or any song that you like. It will tell you the key, the chords, and if I like to download the MIDI file that you can drag and drop in your DAW, that is in your music making software, regardless of the software you use. But for me, I'm going to click my in because I'm going to rely more on my ears, which is also another way, okay? But that may take, a little bit of trial and error and some experience to be able to do that, okay? So I'm going to rely more on my ears. And the third step is making sure you have really good drum groove, okay? Now, you don't want your melody loops and your drums to sound like, they were just two different things brought together. Okay, you want it to sound like they're in harmony, like they really connect. So when making your drums, make sure you're making it together while listening to the melody loop so it sounds good and it connects, okay? Now, the fourth step when using melody loops is try to make it sound more unique. And you can do that by playing some extra melodies like a counter melody and a lead melody so that it sounds more authentic and more personalized in your production. Now, some people get lazy sometimes, some people do get lazy and just use the melody loop on how it is throughout the entire beat, okay? But when you add your own chords, okay, different choice of sound for the chords or for the counter chords or for the counter melodies and so on, right? Even a different bass, okay? It makes it feel more unique and more original, even though it's a melody loop, okay? So try playing additional layers of melodies. Right, so now I'm done adding a couple of layers, but you can keep adding more. Okay, you can add things like bass, you can add elements like bass, you can add pads, you can add 808s. Okay, you can add a different chord instruments. Okay, so you can keep adding more layers to this to make it sound even more authentic and more unique to your production. Okay, but now we're going to listen to the full track and then see how it sounds so far. And remember, if you do need private lessons, okay, maybe you're struggling, you need lessons, you need someone to really put you through, I do offer private one-on-one lessons, which you can sign up by clicking the link in the description below, or you can just hit me up on Instagram and we can talk and see how, to get you to where you want to be. All right, so now let's listen to the track. Get this beat from sctuts.com. Click the link in the description. scbeatstore.com. Get this beat from scbeatstore.com. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button to support and also hit the subscribe button to keep up with more tips and tricks. Cheers.